I froze at the door, my heart racing. The old Nigerian mysterious woman with a wrinkled body stepped inside as though she owned the house. How did she know? Chike had promised. She smiled thinly, her voice cool yet unsettling. A mother always knows. Swallowing hard, I gestured toward the living room. Of course, Mama. Please, come in. She took her usual seat, her sharp gaze making my skin prickle. The air turned heavy, almost suffocating. You should be in bed, she said, her tone firm. And the lights, turn them off. I nodded quickly. Yes, Mama. Her words carried an eerie weight, a veiled threat. Turning off the lights, I made my way to the bedroom, her shadow lingering behind me like a warning. Each step felt heavier, my unease deepening. In the dark bedroom, I slid under the covers, trembling. Good night, Mama, I called out, trying to sound calm. Good night. Sleep deeply, she replied, her voice chilling. I closed my eyes, but fear kept me wide awake, the silence pressing down on me. The dream came again. I was in the dark forest, fog swirling around me. The snake slithered out, its red eyes glowing with malice. As it moved closer, its face morphed into hers. It lunged, coiling around me, sinking its fangs into my abdomen. I woke up gasping, drenched in sweat. My body ached, and the sharp, familiar pain in my stomach gripped me. Not again, I whispered, panic clawing at me. This was the same pain that always came before I lost a child. Frantically, I reached for the lamp, my hands trembling. When the light flickered on, I froze. A massive snake coiled around my stomach, its cold scales pressing into me. Its red, glowing eyes locked onto mine, its fangs poised to strike. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The snake stayed still, its gaze unrelenting. Its presence was suffocating, its intent clear. My body shook as terror gripped me, the room closing in around me like a nightmare come to life. The sight of the massive snake filled me with paralyzing terror. Acting on instinct, I grabbed the lamp from the nightstand and swung it with all my strength. The impact was solid, but the sound that followed froze me in place, a low, human-like groan. It was Neoma's voice. My breath hitched as the snake recoiled, its glowing red eyes burning with fury. Panic surged through me, but so did determination. I bolted to the kitchen, my heart pounding, and grabbed the largest knife I could find. My trembling hands gripped the blade tightly as I whispered, "In the name of Jesus, leave me alone." Returning to the bedroom, I saw the snake still coiled on the bed, its gaze locked on me. It shifted slightly, as though sensing the fight I was bringing. "In the name of Jesus," I shouted, raising the knife high. With all the strength I could muster, I drove the blade into its thick body. Blood sprayed as the snake writhed in agony. I struck again and again, each blow accompanied by my cries for deliverance. Its movements grew weaker, its thrashing slower, until it lay still. Then, a horrifying transformation began. The snake's massive form twisted and shrank, its scales fading into pale skin. My breath caught as I watched the creature morph before my eyes. Within moments, the snake was gone, and there on the blood-soaked bed lay Neoma, lifeless and still. I stumbled back, the knife slipping from my hand. My chest heaved as I stared at her pale face, her eyes wide open but empty. Shock mingled with an overwhelming sense of relief. Deep down, I had always felt she was behind the nightmares, the losses, the torment. Now, I was free. The house was eerily silent as I cleaned the blood, trying to erase every trace of that night. Days later, when Chike returned, I told him everything. He sat in stunned silence, his face pale as I recounted the events, the snake, the fight, the transformation. "Amara, are you sure about this?" he asked, his voice shaking. I gripped his hands tightly, looking into his eyes. "Chike, I know what I saw. I fought her. I stopped her." He sat in silence for a long moment before nodding slowly. "I don't understand it, but I trust you. I believe you." After Neoma's death, everything changed. The oppressive energy in the house lifted, and my pregnancy progressed without complications. Months later, I gave birth to beautiful twins, a boy and a girl. We named them Namdi and Neoma, a reminder of the darkness we overcame and the light that now filled our lives.
Thank you for watching. Please encourage us by subscribing and liking our video. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.